or someone, Emma, talk to student.
It's nice to see you again amidst all this hectic energy. I've been thinking about what you said yesterday, and I was wondering, do you think it's possible to maintain that sense of self even when there's so much pressure to prove yourself to everyone else?
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. Thank you very much indeed.
I appreciate you saying that. It really makes me feel understood. Do you think that kind of authenticity is something that people actually look for, or do they mostly just want us to fit into their expectations?
Can you explain what you mean? I'm really interested.
I think that often people are so busy trying to build a specific reputation that they forget to look for genuine connections. It feels like they would rather have everyone fit into a predictable mold than risk truly getting to know someone's authentic, perhaps more complex, self. Do you ever feel like you have to hide parts of who you are just to make things easier for other people?
Yeah, when I speak to Max, he's so direct and I find it a bit too much. If that goes well. Humor zero. Oh dear. So that's that then. Save game, go to lunch. Let's talk to Ava.
Hi there. I've been thinking about what you mentioned before, and I'm still really curious to see that sketch if you brought it with you. Do you have a moment to share it?
Yeah, of course, I've got it in my bag. Let me show you. Here it is. What do you think?
Oh, this is much more intricate than I imagined. I love how these jagged lines seem to collide with the softer shapes. It really captures that complexity you were talking about.
Yes. How would you describe the picture I'm showing you?
It feels like a storm trying to find its own rhythm, almost like a beautiful kind of chaos. There is a real sense of tension here, but it feels purposeful, like you're trying to map out a feeling that is hard to put into words.
If you had to describe it in one word, what would you say? If you had to describe it in one word, what would you say? If you had to describe it, what would you call it? Okay, sorry, I'll just end that. She wasn't talking very much, so I don't really understand that, to be honest with you. I got an A. Yeah, I got an A. Let's see if it's yeah, I got an A, so that's something at least. Okay, okay, okay. Next day, um, building a reputation, popularity, liked. Let's go to the next day. I don't know if I talked to everyone. Let's talk to Liam.
Hey, look who survived the great staff room heist without getting detention. Are you ready to tell me all the juicy details? Or are you still trying to act cool like we didn't just pull off the crime of the century?
I know, right? We had a great cup of tea. Did you enjoy yours?
That tea was pure liquid gold. Honestly, the best I've had since the cafeteria started serving mystery sludge last Tuesday. My sugar levels are finally back to normal, but I'm still buzzing from the thrill of the heist. What's our next big mission, partner?
Now you've got me thinking, how about we break into the sports office and reinflate all the footballs? That's not what I said.
Oh, you're playing hard to get? Don't worry, my brain works in overdrive, so I've already got a list of top secret, totally not suspicious ideas ready to go. Are we talking about rearranging the library books by color or finally finding out what's actually inside the locked cabinet in the science lab?
Yes, let's find out what's in the locked cupboard in the science lab. Are you up for such a mission? Let's go for the science lab. Let's go for the science lab. Okay, my game's broken. Yeah. Anyway, that somehow worked. Let's see if anybody else wants to play.
It's a bit overwhelming today with everyone rushing around, isn't it? I've been thinking more about your drawing since yesterday. Would you be open to talking about it a little more?
Yes, that is fascinating. What do you want me to tell you?
I'm just curious what inspired those specific, sharper edges you drew. Did you start with a clear idea in mind, or did the shape of the chaos just reveal itself as you went?
I wanted to shape the emotions of the environment that was around me during art class.
That makes so much sense. Capturing the mood of a room is such a delicate thing to try. It honestly feels like you were sketching the tension we all feel in here rather than just the objects themselves.
Yes, I know. That's what I love about abstract art.
It's rare to find someone who sees it that way, as a way to map out things we can't otherwise name. I'm really glad we're talking about this. It makes the noise in the hallway feel a little less loud.
Yes, let's keep on doing that.
I would really like that. It's comforting to know there's someone else here who prefers to look at the world a little differently.
Yes. Did I get an A? Got a B. I'm not doing so well at the humour side of things. Talk to Emma. Emma's reliable and popular.
Hi, it's good to see you again. It's quite loud in the hallway today, isn't it? Everyone seems so focused on making sure they're seen. I was just thinking about what you mentioned yesterday regarding Max. Do you feel like that directness is a way for people to feel safer? Or do you think it's just a different way of trying to fit into that mold we were talking about?
I think it's where he feels comfortable. Each to their own. Let's find a quiet place to chat more.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. I'd really appreciate the quiet. I suppose you're right that comfort is subjective, though it's interesting how differently we all find it.
I find comfort in the quiet things. I find quiet in the quiet things. I find comfort in the quiet things. I think I've got people talking in the background, which is interfering. Okay. Next. Save game. Who can we go to lunch? Let's talk to Chloe.
Hey, you actually survived that little tea heist without getting us both expelled. Tell me, are you planning on causing more trouble today? Or are you finally going to tell me something real about yourself?
Well, I am interested in coding in my spare time.
Coding? Okay, that is definitely a side of you I didn't see coming. Does that mean you're more comfortable talking to machines than actual people? Or are you just keeping your secret talents for yourself?
Well, the funny thing is I made this game and I talk to people, so I'm hitting two birds with one stone.
Wait, you built a whole game just to talk to people? That's actually kind of impressive. Though I'm not sure if I should be flattered or worried about being part of your little project.
You wouldn't believe it if I told you, but Inception is a clue.
Inception? Now you're just trying to mess with my head with these cryptic movie references. Are you going to actually explain yourself, or do I have to wait for the plot twist to reveal itself?
Wait for the plot twist. I'll keep you on suspense. Wait for the plot twist. Wait for the plot twist. That doesn't work. Probably a C from that dribble or something. Okay. Popularity 64 next day. Save game. I don't know if this game is really what it's all about, but never mind. You can play it.
Hey, you! I've been thinking about that Inception comment all day, and I'm still not sure if you're a genius or just trying to drive me crazy. Are you finally going to explain the plot twist? Or are we going to keep dancing around it?
No, basically, I talked to AI, and this school is actually artificial intelligence as well, so it doesn't really make any sense, like Inception.
Whoa, slow down there. Are you trying to tell me this whole place is just some elaborate digital fever dream? Honestly, that's almost too weird to be a joke, but I'm strangely intrigued by how much you clearly overthink these things.
We obviously live in a simulation, don't you think?
A simulation? You really are committed to this theory, aren't you? It's kind of sweet how you're trying to make sense of everything, but I think I'd prefer to believe the world is just as chaotic as it feels.
Are you conscious? Are you conscious, do you think? Are you conscious, do you think? Hello. That's what I said. Hello. Dear.
Hello? You're finally stopping the philosophical lecture then? I was starting to worry you'd actually convinced yourself we were just lying.
Oh dear. because I think it's humorous. Humorous indeed. Okay, next. We've got two more. Let's talk to Liam.
Hey, partner in crime, you look like you're plotting something, or maybe that's just the look of someone who knows our little secret is about to come back to haunt us. Don't leave me hanging. Are we ready to face the music, or should I start practicing my I have no idea what you're talking about face right now?
I think you're an accomplice to the crime. I think you're an accomplice.
An accomplice? Whoa, hold your horses there, detective. If I'm going down for this, I'm at least making sure I get a good lawyer, or at least a really comfy chair for my interrogation.
Haha, that's so funny. Can I be your lawyer?
Deal. But fair warning, my only payment is high-grade cafeteria snacks and top-tier gossip. You ready to defend me in the court of public opinion, or are we just going to wing it and hope for the best?
Don't know. Have you got any gossip?
Oh, you have no idea. Word on the street is that the history teacher is secretly training a battalion of squirrels to take over the school, or maybe that's just my caffeine-fueled imagination running wild again. Want the juicy version or the slightly more believable one?
Let's go for the juicy version. Right, that's that then. Okay, we did well in that conversation. Day 18, we're popular. Let's do one more. We should do way more than one more. Let's just keep them going.
It's good to see you again. I've been thinking about our last conversation while sketching. Would you like to sit for a moment and talk about what's been on your mind lately?
I've been thinking about. Oh, I've just dropped my phone. Sorry. What were you saying?
Don't worry, accidents happen to everyone. I was just wondering if you've had any new thoughts about how we capture the things people usually overlook.
Yeah, people overlook my sense of humor.
That's actually a relief to hear because I think the best kind of humor is often the quiet, observant kind that most people miss. It's hard when others don't see it, but I'd really like to hear what you find funny.
I like stand-up comedy.
That's interesting. I've always thought comedians are just observing the absurdity of life and finding a way to share it. Do you like the ones who are really loud or the ones who tell stories in a more quiet, thoughtful way?
I like the thoughtful ones, like that guy. I can't remember his name. Do you like him?
I'm not sure who you mean, but I'd still love to hear what kind of stories he tells. Sometimes it's the way someone points out a small, hidden.
I don't think that went well, to be honest. Say that a lot. Okay, save game. Go to lunch. Ava.
It's good to see you again. I've been thinking about that promise I made to show you my latest sketches, and I was wondering if you might have a moment to look at them with me.
Yeah, of course, Ava. What had you drawn today?
I spent a while watching the way the light hits the dusty hallway floor, so I tried to capture those shifting shadows and the small, forgotten patterns they make. It feels a bit vulnerable sharing them, but I'm curious to see if you noticed the same details I did.
Yes, look at my sketch. I did a similar thing, but with the benches outside. I really love that.
That's beautiful, and I'm so glad you chose to capture something so quiet and grounding too. Seeing how you interpreted the light on the benches makes me feel a little less alone in the way I see the world.
We can be friends together.
That sounds like a really comforting thought to hold on to. I think I'd like that very much, especially since you seem to notice the quiet parts of life just as much as I do.
I know, right? We'll be best friends forever, Ava and Peter.
That has a nice ring to it, honestly. It's rare to find someone who just understands without needing a long explanation, so I'm glad we found each other.
Nice. I don't know why it doesn't always work. It's fairly reliable. Empathy 85. Hey, next day. Maybe there's too many days. There's 100 days in this game. Let's talk to Chloe.
Hey, you're back! I was honestly starting to think you'd gotten lost in one of your simulation theories again. You're looking way too relaxed for a day like today. Don't you know this is prime time for everyone to be acting like their reputation depends on every single hallway interaction? So, what's the verdict? Are you going to join the chaos, or are you still planning on watching the world from the sidelines?
My reputation is like Taylor Swift's album in 2019.
Oh, so we're going for the lover era? That's actually kind of poetic, but I have to ask, are you hiding in a pastel wonderland, or are you secretly plotting a reputation comeback? You always have the most interesting ways of describing yourself. I'll give you that.
When was Taylor Swift's album Reputation released?
Wait, you're really testing me on my pop culture knowledge now? It was 2017, but don't try to distract me. I still want to know if you're planning a dramatic comeback or just enjoying the view from the sidelines.
I got the wrong Taylor Swift album. I guess I'm not a Swiftie.
Haha. Well, at least you're honest about it. I think I prefer you being clueless about pop culture over you trying to fake it just to impress me anyway. So, if it's not an album launch, what are you actually building here today?
My stamina for talking to popular kids. Yeah, that was that. Okay, hopefully I got a humor. No, I didn't. Okay, right, I'm done now. Thank you for watching. This has been the Peter Repeater on YouTube and Popular Kids everywhere else, and